Knockdown. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Goes for the super art? Hands it from above! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? What'll happen here? They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Rushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Anthony! What now? What a read with that anti-air! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Switches it up. Had the radar up and running. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Misses the drive impact. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Knockdown. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy game. This is gonna be bad to KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Dashes! The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Hits him with a stopping bomb! Still scrapping, but looking to impress with this super. Player 1 is working with a... They're going for the super art. Crucian beats assaults them from the air. Can they keep on him? Brushes that off and keeps going. Alden, oh my god, they just choked it up! A whip and eats it! Player 2, holding, crowns him from above! Okay, here we hit them with a drive impact! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry! Both sides stepping up for the rematch! Shows the medium kick. Gets the jump in. Neither of them willing to back off. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Fantastic reactions there. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Great work finding the opening. Turns apart to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan! Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Blocks the impact. They need to rely on their instincts here. Whiskey finishes them with a drive impact. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Hits them with a stopping bomb. The drive impact whips. Are they ready to punish? Handle is there. You can't drop drive impact. Confirms the Bushin Ninja Star Stun. The damage and attack boost off this will really tip things in their favor. Whip beat baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 drops him to half, closing the gap. Going in, experiencing burnout. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player 1 will have... This is gonna hurt! If the super doesn't hit! Turns Watch them! More fuel for the fire! Cook them up! A lot of pressure building up here. Both of them back off. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
They push their way out of the corner. The Shifusen! Nothing stops this train. Gotta do better than that. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. This can lead to some big damage. Finds the target. Okay, here we go. You've gotta be mindful of reaching. This is gonna hurt. Both sides getting ready. Overhead. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got trust that off. Super art to show up what our PhD fighters can do for you. Amazing. Shoot their shot. Right, what a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Judy.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Goes for the jump in. Jumps up. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Starts with a jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Sneaks in a buff, looking to impress with this super. They return to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Looking for a check. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Hits him with a stop and pop. Doesn't miss a beat. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. And they created punish counter sets the table. Party time. Catches them in the sword. Oh, will this super art do anything? Cooks up some hot and spicy damage to the hook. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Low heavy, picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. Well-timed corners. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Burnout activates. Low heavy for the win. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. Fights out of the corner. Just goes for it at this range. Goes for the Sakai Fuhazan. Vintage jury. Now, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Tries to catch it. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 KO. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. From up above, throws him. What's next? Uh-oh, falls short. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Goes for an overhead. Gets a good read on their opponent. Gets through the opening. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Goes for the super art? Not much drive gauge to work with for both fighters here. Taking stock. Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. They were expecting that drive impact. Okay, creating some space here. Avoids it. Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to... just go. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight.
Can tricky hidden variable. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Dashes up. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Sneaks in above. Knockdown and cuts in with the drive impact. Brings in. The low. Player, oh my god, they just choked it up. Noticeable life lead. Sets the closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Switches it up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. All right. Goes for an overhead. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The super armor does its job. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown. Player, they're going for the super art. Goes for the Sakai Suicide. Vintage jury. Player 1 finds an opening with a jump. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Jumps up. Big low reaching heavy. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fight on super art. The super doesn't hit. Or the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Excellent read. Baits out the attack and gets the flatlines up. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Oh my god, they just choked it up. Slides and goes for sets up with the jump in. Throws them. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Knockdown. Here comes the victim. And whiffs. They're wide open. Punish counter sets the table. Party time. Catches them in the full sword. Okay, here we drive it back. Misses. Nothing stops this train. Nails it. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art range. A real test of nerves here. This can lead to some big damage. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Is it over? Will they survive? No one could have called that. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 1 chases them down. Great work finding the opening. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Brushes off the impact. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Limited resources at hand right now. Takes a trip. Burnout activates. Player goes for the super up. Burns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Both fighters are just about done. Big meter gap here that may be a factor. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. A critical situation for both fighters. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This may be it. Steals back a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Grabs and throws him away. Sneaks in above. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Their will to win. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. A noticeable luck on super art. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? Great work finding the opening. Taking stock. Player 1 has the meter lead. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Nice KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Combo with the target combo. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Box him with a target combo. Keeping them away. Were they baiting them into that? Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Gets a chance with that jumping. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Takes a trip. Throws them. What's next? The jump in catches them. Taking stock. Can they convert this punch? Eats it up with a combo into super. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Will that super be the turning point? Can't tech the throw? Neither of them. Burnout activated. Low heavy for the win. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Fantastic awareness. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A quick breather. Medium kick hit, brushes that off and keeps going. A super art goes for the Sakai Fuhasan. Vintage Jury. Both fighters planning something? Player one, there's a drive impact! Can they create an opportunity for burnout activates? Party time! Closes it out!
Enjoy the trip!
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Player two, flipping the script with a turnaround super. Now, can they finish the job? Hits them with a stop and pop.
Here I come!
Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player one will look gotta do better than that. Excellent block to shut off the impact. Reads the jump in perfectly. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What will they do next? Connects with the throw. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. This can lead to some big damage. And eats it. Crowns him from above. Drives it back, misses. Turning it right up with the super. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Tons of space between the fighters now. What if they crumps him hard? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Anti-air in the clutch. Excellent block. The drive impact doesn't work. Sets up with the jump in. What?
Here I come!
Ooh, put a little extra on that. They're back into the corner now. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Poetry in motion. Jumps. Very solid corner switch. Avoids getting cornered. Takes a trip. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
Here I come!
Goes in on the impact for nothing. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. The jump attack's good. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The super armor does its job. Strings it all together. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A quick breather. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stick, baits out the attack, and gets the punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Going in, hits them with a stop and bomb. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Goes for the Sakai Fuazan. Vintage curry. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. They return to center stage. Start the tune, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Bullshit Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. And whips, they're wide open. Sets up with the jump in. Player two needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Gets the count. That was the highest if I've ever seen it. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Got their eye on the air. Gets the jump in. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What are they thinking here? Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Hold your breath. Beautiful setup with that attack. All right, what's coming up next? The drive drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Well-timed corner switch. Burnout activates. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Goes for the Sakai Fuazan. Vintage Jury. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. They break things off to take a quick breather. Oh, could be the start of something. Sets a shuriken bomb to panic. They need to capitalize on this drive exchange. Player 1 will have to fight back here without threats it cleanly. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Anthony! Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Get out of there with a back down. You've got a super art? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 holding on to that corner. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Anthony! Are we gonna see a comeback? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Vagabond and closes it out! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Opts to create space to start. Sticks the jump in. Grabs him. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Well-timed corner switch. The low heavy hit. Combo with the target combo. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Decides to create some distance to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until... Will this super art connect? Goes for the Sakai Fuazan! Vintage Jury! Player 2 turned this right around with that super. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Gets the jump in. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Hits them a super art. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of sides. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. This is a turning point. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Tries and finds an opening with a jump. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Goes for an overhead. Lots of aggression from both sides. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Goes for the throw. What's the play here? Player 2 chases them down. Gets the jump in. Reads them. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets them. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps in. Throws them to negate the block. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Sticks the jump in. Going in. Overhead neck puncher. Looking for a chance. Stings them with the shikusen. The impact doesn't do anything. A quick breather. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact.